Hi everyone, and welcome along to this Sabre Education Experience forum here on Facebook. My name is Pauline McEvoy. I work as a technical advisor for Sabre here in Western Australia. I have the absolute pleasure of showing you this technique I created with the Fudge Paintbox colour. It's a really contemporary modern look using a fashion colour. So I've created it on a level 9-10 blonde. It's very simple, easy. It's a 4.5 minute video. I really hope you enjoy it and try it out with different colours. If you do, tag me in it so I can see it, and if you have any questions at all, pop them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Okay, enjoy the video. So these are the colours I've used for this technique today. Colour 1 is Purple People with Whiter Shade of Pale, and the second is Coral Blush. Okay, so you can see here I started by going straight in with my root application. My client is probably about 70% dried hair. I did the full head of highlights and then I cut her hair, so in that time it did dry a bit and it's been towel dried. So I do a cobweb section throughout the hair. My purple formulation is 150 grams of the Whiter Shade of Pale and 20 grams of Purple People. So a standard cobweb section in here. I apply the application at the roots, saturate it in and pull it to about 1.5 to 2 inches down the hairline. So the same at the front and at the back. My second colour I use is the Coral Blush, and you can see here I'm starting at the back of the head and I'm using my board, and the board's really helpful because it helps you saturate the colour more into the hair, so you can really push and squeeze it in. I've also used my comb as well to comb the colour in a little bit. Ordinarily with these types of colours, a lot of people don't want blending, but because the violet in it is going to counteract any of the warmth, and then the peach is strong enough in itself as well to hold its ground. So I'm going in with my board here. You can see like I'm squishing in the purple, and then I scissor my fingers and I only blend in the purple. Two reasons. One, the purple is darker than the peach, so you're going to blend this here in over the top of the Coral Blush, and secondly, it's going to save you time. So I clip the hair out of the way as well, and I always make sure to clip hair that's not coloured on hair that's also not coloured, so I don't get any demarcation lines with anything overlapping. Okay, so I'm working quickly here from the back towards the front of the head. And a little bit about the Fudge Paintbox colour. So Paintbox itself, it is a true semi-colour. You don't need any hydrogen peroxide. It's an ammonia-free colour, and it's best used on hair that has been pre-lightened. And like I said, my client, I did start on foils. I did do a full head of foils prior to starting the application, and it just, her end was sitting at a really nice 9-10 level, and the rest of it, it just lifted up really nice. I used a speed powder lightener and 20 vol for the foils. Okay, so I'm working through the rest of the hair here, and with this technique as well, you'll notice like all the inches, they're about 1 inch sections, and the reason for that being is because this colour, this is a technique that you want to use on someone that really likes to put waves in their hair, because what this is going to do, these 1 inch sections whenever it's curled are really going to make the light bounce around, and it's really going to make this whole technique pop. You'll see what I mean by that at the end. Okay, so here we go. You can see here how I've saturated this colour. It's well saturated through her roots, and I've let it process for 20 minutes. It does look very dark and a little bit of a Halloween vibe going on, but don't let that put you off. So you can see here, it's very pastel-y. It's a beautiful colour. Look at how the light's reflecting off this. This is the peach that's reflecting the light and the purple that's drawing the light in, but it's a colour. For the styling, I did use the Aqua Shine Serum and the texture spray. I really like this technique. If you try it, please tag me in it. I'd love to see that. Or if you tried it with different colours, Thanks for watching. See you next time.